I'm going to show you some more of this stuff from Springfield, Ohio, and how the stochastic terrorism is cascading out. Here's a sheriff. I'm not sure where this guy's exactly from, but this guy posted on the internet. When people ask me, this is a sheriff, by the way, when people ask me what's going to happen if the flip-flopping laughing hyena wins, I say write down all the addresses of the people who had their yard signs or her signs in their yards. So when the illegal human locust, which she supports, need places to live, they'll already have the addresses of their new families who supported their arrivals. So here's a sheriff, supposedly, it looks like supporting and promoting that you write down and keep addresses of people's because of who they have signs in their yards. Really? Is that what we're done? Sheriff Bruce is his name. Zukowski. Proper Polish pronunciation, I'm not sure of. But the sheriff here saying that to take the addresses of people who have Harris Yard signs so they can send the illegal human locust, not Nazi at all, not the whole vermin talk or the anything like that. Why in the fuck? Okay, because I was wondering this when I read this. I was like, why in the fuck do maggots, do the Cheeto humping fuck nuggets? Why do they think that when migrants come here, they can't live in their own houses? Do they really think immigrants have to live with someone? Are they like no, when I was in school, see, we had this foreigner, he was an exchange student, he lived with the family. Is that where they're getting that? That when immigrants come here, they have to live with someone or something? It feels like that's what they believe. Like migrants and immigrants coming to this country don't live in their own houses. What the fuck are they talking about? I guess it's the foreign exchange student thing that they get confused on. That we as Americans, we have to house the migrants. No, the point is, you fucking idiot, to increase the economy, like build housing, create communities, have these people fucking contribute and assimilate into communities by buying houses and building apartment buildings, having grocery stores and places that these people shop and have recreation. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck don't you people know what a goddamn community is? Do they only believe, because this is my thought process, is that they can only believe, and the sheriff here can only believe, that it's only white people that can create a community? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That they only believe white people can assimilate. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. That's what they're trying to tell you. But they're also telling MAGA to collect up addresses of people's signs. And again, this is an attempt to stoke fear. This is more stochastic terrorism. Spot who they are, keep track of who they are, so when we come round them up door to door, you know who they are. It's that type of shit. The wink and a nod. The fuck out of here. This guy needs to be taken off his post if he is a sheriff. He needs to be fucking removed. In most states, sheriffs are elected, and it's an elected post, and he should be fucking removed from that post immediately. More fucking violence in Springfield, Ohio. Yesterday, you probably seen this shithead, Nick Sorder. You remember this fucking asshole who went to Hawaii, took up a hotel room so he could try to act like he was some sort of citizen journalist for Elon. He's all the way up Trump's ass. He clearly lies for Trump. Last week, he lied, blatantly lied. You're a liar, Nick. You're a fucking liar, bitch. He lied about a Trump supporter climbing on the media platform in Arizona when Trump was demonizing the media, his supporter stormed the stage where the media was, the media platform, and security had to take him out of the arena. Trump even said, no, he's with us. He's with us. And Nick here went on fucking X-Chan and spread the lie that this guy was some sort of crazed leftist. You remember that? He was a crazed leftist who stormed the stage to try to kill Trump. Remember that? I wonder where people are getting ideas about people killing Trump. I wonder, Nick. I fucking wonder, Nick. I wonder if it's Nick Sorder here who is stoking stochastic terrorism, giving people ideas to commit political violence by talking about political violence in the context in which it is a lie. Where he continues to talk about how President Trump assassinated, Trump assassination, Trump assassination, Trump, they're trying to kill 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 Trump. Almost seeming to try to manifest it. Seems kind of weird. But it's not surprising coming from Nick when he attacks a female reporter for reporting on CNN the fact that, hey, it seems like the Trump assassination comes at a time where Trump and J.D. Vance are lying, bold-faced lying about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, only seeming to fucking stoke political violence. And Nick almost wants to assault her. The only way is this guy here in this black, the guy in the black hat and the black shirt here, fucking has to stand in Nick's way. Watch this shit. This is crazy shit.
Real quick. So it seems like a lot of the questions that you were asking, it doesn't seem to like address the issue, the actual issues dude, don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me, bro. No, I'm just asking, like, because there's an increase in crime in the area. It seems like there's a lot more of a problem here. The questions almost seemed like you were trying to turn him into a victim. Do not touch me.
Back up.
Do not touch me.
Dude, back up.
Back up. Do not.
Back up.
Dude, get the fuck off of me now!
Back up. Back up. It ain't gotta be like that. Just back up.
You do not fucking touch me, okay?
By the way, Nick was the one getting in this guy's face from the video, and Nick was putting his hands on him. The guy was just trying to keep between Nick and this gal because this guy was fucking clearly stalking her. You can ask questions, but the problem is she's a journalist. She's the one in Springfield, Ohio, asking questions too. If Nick is such a citizen journalist, he would realize that this person is a fucking beat reporter and he would see them as a colleague, but he doesn't. He sees them as the enemy. You see the problem here? And really, honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Nick, and I'm talking to you fucking directly, Nick. Where I come from, you try this shit where a woman's trying to walk away, trying to get away from you, and a guy's politely asking you to fucking back the fuck off, and you don't back off, and you start fucking pushing and shoving. Where I come from, that gets a motherfucker's teeth kicked in. So, Nick, you're fucking lucky that you came out of this unscathed, because it looked like that big old boy would whip your fucking ass if he had to. Look at him with his fist clenched, huh? Oh, yeah, it's the fucking left. It's the fucking left stoking violence. It's the fucking left stoking violence. It's the left that wants to be violent. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. Yes, I'm calling on Nick Sorder to fucking apologize to this reporter and to retract all his fucking lies. Every last fucking one that Nick Sorder knows that he's posted online about leftists and Democrats trying to stoke violence, calling them communist and Marxist, acting like we're a cabal deep state that's trying to take over the country and get rid of fucking conservatives. You're not conservative, Nick. You're not conservative. You're a fucking fascist, dummy. And look at him clenching his fist here. That is a threat of violence. And this guy in a black shirt could have protected himself, but he didn't. He was nice to Nick. Like I said, where I come from, I don't know that Nick would have been afforded such courtesy. I just don't know. Oh, yeah, I come from an area where you fucking put hands, boy. You better be willing to throw them. You better be willing to throw them if you're going to put hands. And you're going to get bitchy. And you're going to try to stalk a woman to her car. She has every right not to answer your questions, you piece of shit. Just like you have every right to ask them, and she has every right to ask you questions, and you had the right not to answer them. You do not have the right to fucking violently approach someone and continue. That's not journalism, Nick. You're not a journalist. You're a fucking propagandist, and you're probably a paid propagandist at that. I'm not sure if you're taking rubles from RT like Tenet was, but it sure does fucking feel like it, Nick. Sure does fucking feel like it. Prove the negative. That's right. I'm telling you, prove the negative. Prove me wrong. Fucking assholes. Pisses me off. Speaking of assholes and pissing me off and stoking fucking terrorism, holy shit, and promoting presidential candidates getting killed. Yeah, it's the fucking left, right? It's the lefty Elon Musk who tweets at Doge designer why they want to kill Donald Trump. Elon Musk tweets, and no one is even trying to assassinate Biden and Kamala. Oh, yeah. It's the fucking left, obviously. I mean, that fucking leftist Democrat, Elon Musk, right? That Kamala Harris supporter, the Tim Walz supporter, the Biden succubant, Elon Musk, right? Why in the fuck? My question is about this tweet right here. Why in the fuck does this guy still have any kind of government clearance or government contract? It should be canceled immediately today. Now, he's deleted this tweet, and he said, oh, I apologize. It was a joke. Ha, ha, ha. Funny, funny, bitch. You notice it's always a joke?
You said that sarcastically. You know that.
Yeah, it's sarcasm. Well, your sarcastic tone sucks. You're not being sarcastic. And really, honestly, for this tweet, I don't care if he fucking deleted it and apologized for it. Congress should strip Elon Musk immediately. And the executive branch, I don't know if Joe Biden can sign an executive order. I mean, he can sign an executive order. I'm not sure if it'll go through the courts, but he should sign an executive order immediately removing Elon Musk of his security clearance and any kind of contract with the United States government. Immediately. Anyone else tweets this shit out with the security clearance and a contract with the government of the United States, like he has with Starlink, would immediately be removed from that post. Immediately. And that should be the consequences of Elon Musk. And they should fully investigate Elon Musk and every single fucking DM, every single message that was sent to him, and every single communication that he had leading up to this fucking tweet. And why he tweeted it. And they should interview him for hours on end to figure out exactly why he typed in this into Twitter as a U.S. government contractor and someone who has a very high security clearance in the United States government. Immediately. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, it's the left. It's the left. Ah, the left. It's always the left. Trying to stoke violence. Ah. Fuck out of here with this nonsense. I don't know. Maybe I'll give you more examples. I don't know. Like they fucking printing the shit on t-shirts. Hang Biden for treason. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hang Biden for treason. Yeah. It's the left, right? Always. Never Trump supporters. Never MAGA. Nope. Just not a thing. Just not a thing. What about when Donald Trump says that the press is the enemy of the state? What about when he says that? What about when he says that Joe Biden is a communist, a Marxist? He's bringing illegal immigrants in this country on purpose to poison our blood. What about that? When he says that I'm not the threat to democracy, Joe Biden is the threat to democracy. What about when he says that? Because Glenn Beck said that shit last night in the space. That's the reason why people are trying to assassinate Donald Trump is because the media keeps calling him a threat to democracy and the left keeps calling him a threat to democracy because he is, you shitbox. Because we're pointing out the obvious. But maybe that's not what they're really saying. Maybe that's not what Glenn Beck is saying. Maybe that's not what the right wing is saying. Maybe that's not what these fucking propagandists on Twitter that are being paid by Russia. That's right. The fucking accounts you see on fucking Twitter pumping this garbage are paid by Russia. You can't convince me otherwise. Directed and paid by the Saudis and Russia. Hundo percento. You couldn't fucking tell me anything else to convince me at this point. But yeah, okay. It's the left. And it totally isn't staged either, right? Oh, no. There's no way. There's no way that the second attempt couldn't have been also maybe staged like the first one that everyone assumes is staged. Couldn't be. No, couldn't be. No way, no how. I mean, it's not like they had the email ready. That's right. They had the email ready. Here's the email sent out by the Trump campaign. Alert, I am Donald J. Trump. Fear not. I am safe and well, and no one was hurt. Thank God. But there are people in this world who will do whatever it takes to stop us. I will not stop fighting you. I will never surrender. Yeah, we're going to vote you out. That's how we're going to stop you, bonehead. Well, look here. Here's the fundraising part of the email. Oh, yeah, just donate, you know. Yeah, give me money. They had it ready, baby. They had it fucking ready to go. I don't know. Would your first instinct when you get shot at to send out an email to raise money because you're broke as a joke? Or maybe your idea to help your political situation and to stoke more violence against someone who isn't in politics, but decides to, I don't know, do what Americans can do, which is endorse the person they're going to vote for president of the United States, which Taylor Swift did right after the debate, which led Donald Trump yesterday before he was not shot at to tweet this.
Donald Trump just posted on Truth Social, all capitals, I hate Taylor Swift. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's a bad thing to tweet.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's a bad thing to tweet. Oh, there's so many layers to this onion. Obviously, Donald Trump is very pissed off that Taylor Swift has moved the needle. And yesterday, before he posted this on Fraud Social, he clearly received news that Taylor Swift's endorsement has moved the needle. Likely that it moved the needle in battleground states where he must win. States like Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Ohio, Arizona. I believe that Taylor Swift's one Instagram post One post. This is so hilarious that it is. We've been dealing with this fucking stupid MAGA shit for 9 goddamn years now. 9 motherfucking years we've been dealing with this stupid garbage in this country.
Shut up, silly woman.
And to think that one Instagram post can unravel MAGA and Trump at the seams for good. One. And that's why he's mad. That's why they fucking hate her. They fucking hate Taylor Swift because she can send out one Instagram post and get 500,000 people registered to vote and ready to go vote for the candidate that she wants them to vote for. These motherfuckers spend all day and all night trying to figure out ways how to divide Americans. He flies all around the country spending MAGA dollars on fucking press conferences and small half-empty rallies to spread his hate. They got to make up stories. They got to create stories in the media to stoke fear. They're working overtime. They got dozens, hundreds of people working on Project 2025 to make sure if Donald Trump wins, they can institute their theocratic monarchy through their Nazi manifesto. They're working their asses off, thousands of white dudes, to turn this into a white nation. And the one thing that stands in their way is a childless cat lady who posts once on Instagram. She posted once. She didn't have a slew of posts. She didn't do like a social media thing and she had a special video. She didn't drop an album just for Harris and Walls to run on. She didn't throw a charity concert. No, she sent out one post with one link. That's why they're fucking mad. That's why they're mad. Because people engage against hate organically. Taylor Swift didn't have to lie in her Instagram post. Hell, she really didn't have to attack anybody. She just told her truth and the attacks that have been made on her. And give her reason why, as an American, she's going to vote for the person she wants to vote for, which she has the constitutional right to do. And she has the right, when she abides by terms of services, to do on Instagram. She also has the right to encourage people to register to vote. And she can tell her fans, hey, if I were you, I'd vote for them too. She has that right. And because she exercised her right in that one, I want to stress this again, just one Instagram post, that caused the traffic of the voter registration site to go up by over 500%, to register like 500,000 more young women to register to vote, or to vote in November. And they probably tracked those registrations in which areas, and it probably terrified Donald Trump. And what does Donald Trump do when he's terrified, when he's scared? When he knows he's going to lose? He lashes out. What's the best way for a fascist to lash out? Create violence. And more importantly, create political violence. Because as much as you can't prove this in a court of law, which maybe we will, depends on what could happen. But he knows Taylor Swift has had her concerts canceled because of credible terrorist threats. Wonder who it could be that was flinging those terrorist threats. Could it be fascists all around the world? Could it be the Nazis that are sympathizers with MAGA? Clearly, this is Donald Trump in this moment in time terrified that Swifties are going to go vote against his dumbass. And more importantly, going to vote against his dumbass in battleground states, which is going to unravel his possibility of being king ding-a-ling, being MAGA dictator for a day. And they probably saw the hard numbers. They probably saw how much traffic was on the site because the data's out there, how many people registered and where they were registering. From one Instagram post. That's the power of liberalism. That's the power of freedom. That's the power of choice, if you want to know the honest truth. Because people who follow Taylor Swift on Instagram, I mean, they chose to click that link. They had the freedom to go register to vote and the right to register to vote from that link. A lot of people chose not to. I think that post was seen over 30 million, had 30 million impressions. But that's what's upsetting them. That's what's getting them to, whine and cry and thin veil threats against Taylor Swift, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is him telling his fucking violent cult that, hey, look, Taylor's the enemy. I hate her. She's going to make sure I lose because she's going to make sure that she activates voters to exercise their constitutional right to vote for Kamala Harris instead of me, making me lose. So I hate her. She's the enemy. And I'm not sure if we don't call on the President of the United States to see what security the U.S. government and what cooperation, if they're not already cooperating, which they probably are with Taylor Swift and her team, her public team, as she's appearing in public to protect her. Because it's clear that a domestic terrorist, in some degree, form, and fashion, is wanting his cult to know he hates her.
Donald Trump just posted on Truth Social, all capitals, I hate Taylor Swift. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's a bad thing to tweet.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's a bad thing to